We have this question came in by Krish Ravindran. Ms. Krish asks, as I learn and live in financial mastery, how do I also educate my children? I would like money to play for me and play for them rightly too.
You see, in regards to children, don't even bring money in. Talk to them about doing what they need to do. You see, we all have to learn what we need to do. We have a right, like you have to breathe. You stop breathing, you die. Simple. You have to eat. You stop eating, you die. We have to look after our responsibility, and they should be given no excuse to escape this. I have to do this. Not as a have to, as a right for life. If we teach our children, you have to do what you have to do. You have to be responsible. You have to learn to be self-responsible. This child will grow up with right view over money. If we teach them having money can escape, it's like sometimes we teach our child, study hard so in the future you can enjoy life. That's a lie. That's a lie. So future you can enjoy. No, that is never happened. It is a lie statement we are giving to our children. Teach our children to be responsible human beings who learn to take care of themselves. We give them 15 to 20 years to learn that. They learn to look after themselves. They learn to pay for themselves. How they do that? By becoming a participant, a contributor. A child should not just be a free meal in the house, you know. It can for a while, but it must be a participant in the well-being of the house. And this is missed. So we teach our children to learn to be responsible for themselves. In learning to be responsible for themselves, they learn to be a creative. And then they contribute. And when they go into the world, based on the capacity of their contribution, they would be rewarded. And then everything would be right. If we only teach them about money, we are creating madness. Absolute madness. We miss. It's like people all running around the world. I don't know why I'm touching this subject, but I'll touch it. Looking for love. When they get it, they don't know what to do with it. I'm looking for the perfect one. When the one shows up, they don't know what to do with the one. Something like that. So with our children, very quietly we must help them to understand they must learn to take care of themselves. They must learn to be responsible. They must learn to be in cooperation. They must learn to contribute. That they can't just sit there and imagine themselves to be looked after. And when they imagine they should be looked after, and when they are alone, they think, okay, when I have money, the money will look after me. Look at the series of thinking. The question I put to you, were you raised as a responsible person? Are you capable of looking after yourself? If you're an adult and you can't, you have no excuse. Then there's something wrong. Then you are a special case. Then we have to make special provision to look after you, and there are special names for it. Are you capable? You got to understand. You have never, most people that I've met have never even thought about this word. All they want is to be money and be somebody, so they can rest. They don't bring their attention, am I responsible? Am I creative? Can I do good work? Can I partnership with another and produce something? Am I a creator? That's the word. Like we get together, are we producing something? Or am I just running around because I couldn't find somebody to look after me? I look for a lot of money, the money will look after me. So I can remain juvenile and irresponsible. This is why we praise people when they're on holiday. We praise people when they have nothing to do. When somebody say, oh, my father left me 20 million, I got nothing to do, we say, lucky you. No. I mean, lucky him in some sense. But come on. He's not even paying for himself. He's not even a full-grown person. A full-grown person is capable of looking after himself. That is the first graduation. First thing. In the animal kingdom, when a baby is born or a cub is born, there is a grace period until the animal learns to feed for himself, fence for himself. It becomes responsible. It can take care of itself for its own survival. In humanity, we miss that. Most often we are abusing somebody else to look after ourselves. Like we want the government to look after ourselves. No, sir, we have to look after the government. Don't make it your parent. It is just a governing body. We contribute to it. It works for us. It is not there to look after us. Maybe it's there to look after the general interest, but don't make it personal.
Wow. We have one more question all the way from Vancouver. If this is your first time and you're just tuning in, this is Tim Fernandez hosting Dhyan Vimal on In Conversations with Dhyan Vimal. The topic for today is financial mastery. If you have questions, post it on mysangha.com, mysangha spelled MYSANGGHA.com. We have a live audience here and we have a global audience tuning in today. This session is made possible by Borders, Parents to Mankind, Live and Inspire. Joining us from Vancouver, Madeline, her question is, I look at money as energy that needs to circulate. So as we receive, we must also give. How to give rightly without the ego, without expecting anything in return, and without making the recipient dependent or making him into a taker.
I think all that I've said up to now, she's bringing up in the question. So how to give? Don't give. Help somebody fulfill their responsibility. Teach them how to. And when they can do that responsibility, maybe they can play a bigger responsibility role. Money should go. If money is gone to feed somebody's incapability or somebody's irresponsibility, that money should never be given. Money is been abused. There are things you need to do for yourself. If you are alive, you are eating, you are taking space, there are things you are consuming, you have to be responsible. It is an energy, exactly like what she said. It's like this. For us to go on breathing, we need food, that's our energy. We need air. We need so many things to go on alive, energy. Yes, money is the same energy to fulfill first your personal responsibility, next is your adopted responsibility or the responsibility that has been bestowed upon you. Giving money for something somebody else have to do is something we have to avoid. But if she wants to give money for people to learn how to be responsible. Give money to the poor women in Pakistan, in Bangladesh. Buy them a cow. Give them a piece of land in which they learn to take care of themselves. Money given for people to escape their responsibility is a crime. This whole world, in many sense, are worshipping people who have escaped responsibility. That has to be abolished. We must learn to take pride of people who are producers or creators, people who can look after ourselves. We must take pride. Not people who know how to steal money or how to cheat money out of people or find shortcut in that card. This is wrong. Like a lot of people have to earn the right to be loved. People find shortcut, cheat their way to be loved. This should not be allowed. This should be looked upon as a sin. So, like for Madeline, she understands many basic things in this. If you need to give money to help somebody to learn to take care of themselves. Because there is no greater pride, no greater honor when one can look after himself. And when one, in his own ability, look after his family's well-being. You see, there's two types of people in this world. People who overwork, people who abuse the people who overwork. Simple as that. When money becomes the sign of my dignity of being able to take care of my responsibility, then we have got it right. If money becomes the ticket for me to escape my responsibility, we have got it wrong. So my idea is we must help enough people, we must create enough dignity in working, in producing, in being creative, in being cooperative, in being contributors. In that we earn the right to fulfill our responsibility, and money is the means of that transaction. We have got a saint world.